Well, hello, and welcome
Hello.
to Blinded by the Item, a place where we just talk about Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. That is not true, but it has actually just been overwhelming all of the tabloids. I mean, this is the story that we're talking about. We're going to be talking about it for a long time, so buckle in, folks. So, please, Bradley, if you could fill in the latest, like overnight, what has happened with Justin and Blake.
Oh gosh, I mean, I don't know huge developments. There was a decision. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds had asked, huh?
Oh, no, no, no. The gag order. That's what I, yeah.
Yeah. So overnight, we learned that Justin or let me step back. So Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds had asked a judge to essentially silence Brian Friedman, the lawyer for Justin Baldoni. And the judge essentially said, no, I'm not going to do that. But I do want you guys to stop talking so publicly about the details of the case because you run the risk of tainting a jury pool. And so now it's the second day I've been able to say taint on this show. But he also said, if you're not careful, I will start this trial earlier than you'd like. And the reason that would not be good for either side, I imagine, or at least for Blake and Ryan, is that it gives them less time to prepare. I mean, the same is true for Justin, but I feel like Brian Friedman is perfectly comfortable with things as they are based on the gigantic amount of information they published on their website last week.
I think that he could just literally walk in today and defend Justin and have a really solid case, so.
Yeah. I mean, they have a very just public narrative, the way that they believe this case happened, and they're very convinced about their telling of events. I will say we don't know how Blake and Ryan's attorneys are going to argue the case because obviously they did not also publish a website that gives us exactly the script for how that's going to go. But that is not to say that they won't have a defense/offense for their own part of the case.
That would be a great gift to us. So if they could please do that, because it's only going to help us in our job see the other side.
Hopefully they'll give us that in the form of a trial sooner rather than later. But for right now, at least we're getting half of that calculus, right?
Right. And it's just, please read it if you can, get a chance to, because you're going to get caught up. I have a lot of my friends, and I don't know about you. I know, like, every time you go to the gym, Bradley, people are like, so what's going on with Justin and Blake? And like, I have a lot of people in my life asking me to brief them on what's going on. I'm like, well, how much do you know? Because where do you want me to start? So
it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot, but hey, it just keeps on giving. So that's why we're talking about it.
Yeah.
I think we have a victory lap to do for Mike.
Oh, which one?
Well, there was news
Sorry, it's hard to keep up.
He's like, I got so many. Where do you want to start?
Well, we heard that Lily Allen and David Harbour are ending their marriage after 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
Which you've been talking about for at least 6 months.
This is
victory lap.
This is the beauty of this show, is when you see headlines like that, and then I'm like, well, yeah, we've known that for months. And then you realize, oh, wait, no, that's never been announced. This has just been in the blind items for months.
Yeah.
I will say I had that experience last night when I read that headline. I was like, wait, did we know this, or was this a blind? Because I feel like it was in the blinds that we were given an indication this was on its way. So again, stick with us. And here's a good reminder.
Yeah.
If you have tips that you want to share with us, I will just say, Mike, I think we should just call it out.
Well, that's fine. But yeah, we are a spot where you can just send your blind items to as well. So a lot of these blind items I pull up from just digging in the deepest, darkest spots of the internet. But it makes my life a lot easier if you just send me blind items, which has happened recently as we're starting to get more and more people enjoying Blinded by the Items. So I want to thank you.
Dawn, I don't know if you know this because you've been busy, but we got a blind.
We got sources.
Oh,
I read
that email.
that email that a listener sent to our website, if you go to blindedbytheitem.com, I believe is our website, right?
Yep.
Okay. On that website, there is a link to drop us a tip. We got a tip on a blind. Now, Mike, was it a day later?
It was, literally a day later.
That blind showed up elsewhere on the internet.
In a normal spot where we get and look at a lot of our blind items.
So keep it coming because Mike will drop them.
Absolutely.
If you drop them on us.
And you don't even, just say have a source. It doesn't have to be true. Just say you have a source. I'll go with it.
Some people are like,
take anything.
This lady Tammy, she smells and is ugly and mean.
My neighbor, Eunice, she didn't take out her trash for 2 weeks. Whatever it is.
That's all I need.
I want to talk to you.
That's all I need. So
suddenly we're a grievance line. But anyway, good reminder. Good reminder.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if you are watching as well, like I said, a lot of people joining in, finding it for the first time. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. You'll get notified as soon as we drop a new episode. Let's get started. And today we are going to be talking about the event that happened Sunday night. I think pretty much all these blind items today are going to be Grammys related. And the 13,000 voting members of the Grammys.
All right.
Because, of course, if you watch the Grammys, we were reminded every single award that the 13,000 members of the Grammys voting decided it.
There's no shenanigans here. We've got voting members.
13,000 of them. Let's start it off with this one. This group from across the pond won on Sunday and partied like they knew it was all over. They win, the award for most coke and booze of the night, even beating the foreign-born initialed singer. Well, I think we know the second part, but let me read that one again. This group from across the pond won on Sunday and partied like they knew it was all over. They win the award for most coke and booze of the night, even beating this foreign-born initialed singer.
I don't know if this is the foreign-born initialed singer. It's not Charlie XCX.
That's the foreign-born initialed singer.
Honestly, it's because of the blinds, because I think they're the only other person in the blinds that has had the cocaine attached to them recently.
And let's not forget, you can still get her limited release album that is just a vinyl record filled with fake cocaine.
What did you say, Dawn?
Buy it.
You're going to buy
I'm
it?
going to buy it. Yeah, so we can hang it in the studio. Just for an piece of art,
So we are talking about a group from across the pond that won on Sunday and partied like they knew it was all over. They win the award for most coke and booze of the night, even beating Charlie.
Oh, so we need to get the group. Who's the group?
Yeah.
Is it a boy band?
They are all boys in a band. It is not a boy band.
Okay. Gotcha. Rock?
Did they perform?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think many people realize this group won a Grammy on Sunday, but they did.
That's why I'm having a problem.
And maybe the partying like it's all over should be a little hint.
Partying like it's all over.
Partying like there's something in the lyrics of an album or a song.
Not
Or
necessarily.
just their group is over.
It's getting close.
It's one. No, not One Direction, because that's been over.
This group from across the pond won on Sunday.
Oh, it's a British rock band. What the heck is a British rock band, Dawn?
What the heck is it? You've got the 1974. 1975. No?
My birth. Happy birthday to me.
This group was popular in 1975.
They were?
They were?
The Stones?
Yeah.
Oh.
What did they win?
Rock Album of the Year. Hackney Diamonds won Rock Album of the Year, but the Rolling Stones won on Sunday and partied like they knew it was all over. They win the award for most coke and booze of the night, even beating Charlie XCX. Congrats to the Stones.
Yeah, good job.
I did not
never
realize.
got a chance to see them in person. I'm kind of sad about
I feel like you'll
that.
still have a chance. They'll be at a state fair or something.
Are they still touring?
They are, I believe, still gonna. I don't know if they're gonna tour in, from this album, Hackney Diamonds. I just remember that was the big announcement last year. Their 24th studio album won them a Grammy.
Whoa.
There's something about, how like rock bands are a very specific thing to a very specific time and place. And I wonder if it's generational that they just have this thing where they just keep coming back, like acts from that period of time, whether they're dead or alive, they just persist. And I'm like, is that just a generational thing? Or do you think that, like, I don't know, One Direction 70 years from now will be doing the hologram tour?
I think what it has to do with is these old rockers. They have never done anything else in their life. It is a part of their identity. And imagine like actually retiring from your job at 75 years old or whatever, like Willie Nelson and just people like that. Like they want to keep on going for as long as possible because without performing and doing music, they probably don't even know who they are.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is a part of their DNA.
Exactly. I'm just saying, I feel like that's generational because I feel like people today aren't going to be that married to that part of themselves because that part or that idea of themselves will have changed 100 times by the time they get to 75. I don't know. I could be wrong. And I'm sure Madonna will be, you know, like, I don't know, shuffling out on a hover round at some point.
She real. And I'm so thankful for that. Please give us as much Madonna as we can get.
I mean,
don't you say that. Jamie's going to get mad at you.
Oh, Jamie's, I mean, he would much rather Madonna take care of herself than do a half-ass tour. That's not true. He would still show up for a half-ass tour.
To many
fair,
and has.
And to be fair, last time she performed, she had a full ass on that tour.
That's
remember?
true. That's
she had like that butt lift thing that was like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Stan's like, she's got a big old ass.
I mean, you could bounce a quarter off of it.
Come on now.
Hers, but
let's roll on. You guys got that first one. Nicely done. This permanent A-lister didn't know about the award they won earlier in the day until the former child star turned A-list singer from a famous family told her while presenting a different award. In fact, the producers were frantically shifting things around because the permanent A-lister was late and nearly missed her first win.
That's Beyonce.
Yes.
That's Beyonce, and I think Miley Cyrus is the other one.
Yeah, according to the blind items, because I think the implication here is that she really didn't care about any of the smaller awards, but Beyonce didn't even know that her and Miley Cyrus won earlier in the day until Miley told her while presenting a different award. Of course, that award ended up going to, I think that was Record of the Year, and that ended up, of course, going to Kendrick Lamar. In fact, though, the producers, according to the blind items, were frantic, shifting things around to make sure Beyonce was there when Taylor Swift did the Country Album of the Year, because she had no idea or didn't actually think she was going to win that either.
Yeah, I mean, you could see it on her face. And didn't Miley say something like should have been or should be Beyonce?
She said, I don't care what this says. I might just say you.
Yeah.
Like I just might say it's Beyonce. And then it was obviously not like us, Kendrick Lamar. So there you go.
Kendrick Lamar, did you notice his Canadian tuxedo he wore to accept his award whenever he's been going after Drake, and he wore all denim? I'm sorry, that was a great troll.
That's an interesting fashion choice.
It is.
Yeah. Yep.
Should have a Toronto Raptors jersey on underneath it. It would be even better. But
yeah.
And then he just looks in the camera and starts singing Degrassi Junior High.
Oh my God.
You guys got that one nice, quick and easy. Again, some of these might be. They're all Grammy related today. If you notice, this person seemed to mail it in the other night. That is because he was promised he would win. He didn't win, so he was annoyed, especially because he can't stand the person who beat him.
Oh.
If you feel like you noticed this person seemed to mail it in on Sunday night, that's because he was promised he would win. He didn't, so he was annoyed, especially because he can't stand the person who beat him.
Oh,
when you say mail it in, do you mean like their performance? Were they one of their performers?
People are saying this person who we saw on screen mailed in their
performance.
Wasn't exactly a performance. But I mean, their overall performance.
Oh, you mean Kanye and Bianca?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Mailed it in.
You're asking a very specific question when you say a performance. They did not have a performance.
Okay.
I will answer that.
So they didn't have a performance, but they performed on camera like, I love it. It's great. Congrats.
Is this a publicationship?
Nope.
So this
individual.
So basically the camera cuts to them when the other person wins and they're like, Yeah.
Not
Is
so
it Taylor
much.
Swift?
This person had a much bigger role than that.
Presenter?
Oh, Mike, you're being so coy.
I know, but
Because I
we're
can't
being really
give it
obtuse,
away.
apparently. Because what?
If I give you too much.
No, that's fine.
If you notice, this person seemed to mail it in on Sunday night. That's because he was promised he would win an award. He didn't, so he was annoyed, especially because he can't stand the person who beat him.
Okay. Is this a person who... we're not thinking of this person winning a Grammy because this is a category that you don't think about a lot when it comes to the Grammys. Is this Trevor Noah? Yeah, so Trevor Noah must have been up for like an audiobook or something.
He was up for Comedy Album of the Year.
And who won Comedy Album
Somebody
of the Year?
that he apparently can't stand and beat him.
Which would explain why he seemed he did seem kind of underwhelmed, didn't he?
This blind item didn't come out of nowhere. A lot of people felt like he seemed a little. Now, again, I cannot, as I think all of us have hosted things before, I could not imagine that delicate balance of celebrating these artists who did wonderful things, asking people for money to support all of these people who lost all these things in the fire.
Yeah, you kind of have to tone. You don't want to make a bunch of crass jokes and then go, "Hey, give us money."
It is such, that would have been tough to do.
Yeah.
But according to the blind items, he was also promised he was going to win. Didn't, because he got beat by somebody he can't stand.
A fellow comic.
Yep. Comedy Album of the Year.
Comedy Album of the Year. Is it a male? I would just have to know this. John Mulaney.
Well, you wouldn't have to
Nikki
necessarily.
Glazer.
It's a male.
Oh.
Jamie Foxx.
She has a lot of balls.
She has a lot of balls.
Somebody who might be a little controversial as well.
A comic
Did
who's
I say Dave
controversial.
Chappelle?
You did not, because that's the right answer.
Oh, good answer.
You may have noticed that Trevor Noah seemed to mail it in on Sunday night. That's because he was promised he would win. He didn't, so he was super annoyed, especially because the person who beat him, he can't stand that person being Dave Chappelle. Again, that's the blind items. I don't know.
All righty.
I have not listened to comedy albums in quite a while.
I think now they're basically Netflix specials.
Well, I was going to say, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Or is it like I'm putting in a CD and listening to the...
It's this. I think it's
like the audio
You can download
version.
it.
Yeah.
It's like the audio version of like a stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do another blind item here as we're rolling through them today. You guys are crushing them. Grammys edition.
Grammys.
I'm sure there's no shady business at all, but when this A-list musician won everything, you may have noticed that this permanent A-plus list producer embraced the head of this company and shared a smile and a nod with this other A-plus list producer who set everything up for the upcoming weekend. Again, I'm sure there's no shady business at all, but when the A-list musician won everything, this permanent A-plus list producer embraced the head of this company and shared a smile and a nod with this other A-plus list producer who set everything up for this upcoming weekend.
Is this Beyonce winning album of the year? Oh,
No,
but you said winning everything.
I did.
Who won the most Grammys? Is it the person that won the most?
I don't know. I believe they won the most, yes.
Okay.
I believe. I could be incorrect,
right.
but I believe they won the most. They won everything they could have. Let's just say that.
Gosh. And it's not Beyonce.
Nope.
Okay.
So who else won? I mean, it's
An
only
A-list
like I was watching for 3 long hours. But I did take a few potty breaks, to be clear.
You didn't miss this person or all of their winning. And what would this upcoming weekend have to do with anything?
The Super
Swift?
Bowl.
Not Taylor Swift. You didn't win a dang thing.
I was going to say, I didn't think so.
Kendrick Lamar. Did he win? Like, what else did he win?
He went 5 for 5.
Oh, okay.
He won Rap Album of the Year. He won Record of the Year. He won Song of the Year. He won Rap Performance of the Year and one other Music Video of the Year.
So
Okay,
are we
right.
So
are we now we got to talk about the suits.
Let me fill in what I got so far. I'm sure there's no shady business at all, but you may notice when Kendrick Lamar won everything, this permanent A-plus list producer embraced the head of this company and shared a smile and a nod with this other A-plus list producer who set everything up for the Super Bowl.
Okay, so it's Jay-Z.
That's the last part.
And the first part is the
another UMG.
UMG.
Yes.
Okay.
Because of the lawsuit.
And then yes. So you're still missing an A-plus guy who would be very happy with Kendrick Lamar winning everything. An A-plus list producer, a permanent A-plus list producer.
And that's not Jay-Z?
No, he's the second A-plus list producer.
Okay.
In that blind item.
God. Is this something that...
Scooter Braun?
Nope.
Jack Antonoff.
I don't know if this guy has his PhD or not, but...
Oh, but he's Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Oh,
you may
I don't know if he has his PhD or not.
I'm not sure if there's really any funny business going on, but you may have noticed that when Kendrick Lamar won his big award and actually won everything, the permanent A-plus list producer, Dr. Dre, embraced the one and only Lucian Grange, who is the CEO of UMG. And also shared a smile and a nod with Jay-Z, of course, the guy who set everything up for the Super Bowl.
They're like
they just caught him on camera.
Great decision. Yeah.
Well, given this, winky winky.
Of course, the song is a Drake diss track.
Yeah.
And UMG is currently being sued by Drake for this particular song.
And he was winking at him going, I know, you know what we did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you would do that while the cameras are all around.
Thing. Yeah.
Whether you would do it or not, they did it. So you can watch it back. You can see it.
This was just a Grammys. This was a really exciting Grammys. Great performances, all of this back and forth, like secret handshakes and stuff. So I thought it was pretty juicy.
It gets juicier. This A-minus list newcomer was hopeful on winning a few categories, but was not so lucky. They did, however, win an evening of fun with this sloppy 3-time Grammy winner whose first 2 came last year.
Okay.
Is this Benson Boone and someone? Okay.
This A-minus list newcomer was hopeful on winning a few categories, but was not so lucky. They did, however, win an evening of fun with this sloppy 3-time Grammy winner whose first 2 came last year.
Sloppy Grammy winner. That sounds like not fun.
3-time Grammy winner.
Is the first one who didn't win like a woman, like that new artist of the year?
Not a woman.
Is it a man?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not Benson Boone.
It's not Benson Boone.
Okay, A-minus list newcomer man.
Shabuzi.
Well, okay, Shabuzi.
Shabuzi was hopeful on winning a few categories, but was not so lucky. Shabuzi did, however, win an evening of fun with this sloppy 3-time Grammy winner whose first 2 came last year.
Does that mean it was an
Sabrina Carpenter?
This means it was an intimate thing, and no, it was not Sabrina Carpenter.
No, she wouldn't be sloppy.
And she didn't win Grammys last year.
And also, can I just say this, because I have not had a chance to say this anywhere, that Sabrina Carpenter gives complete Barbara Mandrell energy. Thank you. I've just been sitting on that for days. And I love it. That is the highest compliment.
It's like the bangs and
And she just gets it. She was my favorite performance of the night because, again, if you didn't watch the Christmas special that she did, her comedic timing is so perfect.
She's a professional.
She needs to be a late night talk show host before her career is done. She would slay in that role.
I mean, she's just,
being the next Kelly Clarkson or actually taking over and doing a late night gig would be great in her later career. I just wanted to say that on record because I said it yesterday and I liked how it felt.
I get it. And she's so beautiful, too.
Play this back. She is. She's so much fun.
She's just you got to know that there are people in the industry who are like, I hate her. I hate her.
Yes.
Because she's so good.
Now, again, we are still looking for the sloppy
I took us off track.
The sloppy 3-time Grammy winner whose first 2 came last year, who apparently hooked up with Shabuzi. Now, I will say we have already talked about this person today.
Okay. J-Lo.
Talked about J-Lo?
No, I don't know. Who else have we talked about?
Girl,
We
my
don't have-
memory is shorter than yours.
3-time Grammy winner, but she's been around for a while.
Okay.
She's from a famous family.
Miley?
Miley
Shabuzi.
and Shabuzi?
Didn't
my
quite come
God.
away with the wins that Shabuzi was hoping, but he did,
Mabuzi.
however. Shabuzi enjoyed a nice evening with Miley Cyrus, according to blind
boy.
items.
I
bet
want that
that was
publicationship,
That is a
Mabuzi.
fun publicationship. We
Or
need
Yes,
that.
it is. Let's
Shabiley.
have Shabiley.
Shabiley, Mabuzi, Shlemiel Shlemazel. Michael, thank you. You've delivered yet again with all those delicious, juicy bits of Grammy gossip. Listen to us weekdays on MyTalk. That's the radio for you old school peeps out there. We're on podcast platforms, wherever you get those. And we've got our very own YouTube channel. It's called
Blinded by the Item.
Blinded by the item.